Hey guys, welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Twitchi, playing the role of Icarus here, I think is the name of my little mech dude here. I don't know whether I'm inside this thing or whether I'm controlling it from the wilds of space out and about, but all I know is I am indeed controlling this. I also know that I think I got gaslit at the end of last episode. I was floundering around trying to find something to do, and the game popped up with this very handy list of jobs to do here and asked me to get this energy matrix underway. I was like, yes, I'll take that. But you know what? Actually, no. The thing that I really want to get done is the power of flight. I'm just going to put that straight up on there because that is what I want to do. If I really had all of that stuff already, it just needed a bit of coal. I don't believe them because what I actually need to be able to do that is to unlock the engines. We don't have the ability to get the engines. Now, I don't know if I can actually rearrange this up here. No, so I put them on in the other order. It was as simple as that. Now, the blue cubes that are needed the research has been paused. The blue cubes that are needed from the for the engines here nicely have been set up by the Gigafactory. It's not a Gigafactory, it's very much a beginning factory that we've got over here right now. But the engines that we're going to be making from this are something that we're going to have to construct ourselves in a little factory arm over here. And that should be relatively simple. If I just press the button over here, have a look and see what we need. It's a bunch of copper. We need to have the copper plates, copper ingots, and of course a magnetic coil. And that's an entire wing of engine producers done. I thought we'd just jump through that, seeing as we've seen me build versions of this one many times over. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wait. Oh, in fact, there we go. I've got all of the stuff that we need here. Gonna have to wait for this to get through, but then we can cast our eyes to the future. A future that possibly includes missile turrets. I need the combustion unit. Where is the combustion unit? Is this the thing that I'm missing? I kind of disagree with you. Let's have a look. I think it's around somewhere. Combustion unit. Okay, we'll also get this because for some reason we need that before we can make, no, not that. This one here, the missile turret. I'd like to get the missiles so that we can go and deal with, which way was it? It was this way around the Great Circle. Here we go. This guy. I want to go and take care of them. I think a few missiles and a few gun turrets will do the work. I'm probably going to have to try and daisy chain my way over with a power system so that we can indeed take our offensive buildings out over to them. I'm going to start laying a couple of Tesla towers down here. Of course, we're probably not going to make the full push until we've got those missiles sorted, as I say. Oh, there we go. I see it on the horizon over there. I don't want to get too close now because I'm not ready for this first assault, but I feel like I might need to put down a few buildings here. I've got two on me. Let's put this here and here. Do I have any bullets? Of course I don't. 4 bullets. There's two bullets in. No, four bullets in one station. That's the best I could make out of what I had on me. Grab some bullets. Okay, run my way all the way out here to drop off 200 bullets or so. I have a feeling whenever the next wave arrives, they're going to try and come through these guys. You can literally see them over there. That is crazy. 10 items left to go on the research. Hopefully we'll be able to get that done relatively shortly. I do wonder whether I want to go and try and poke the hornet's nest. I don't know whether that's just a bad idea on its own merit or whether it has something going for it. I don't know how close I actually want to get there. Okay, we've got the engine. Okay, flight mode is enabled. Space twice to lift off. Brilliant. Power consumption's gone up though. That's fine. That's fine. If I just kind of flying like this, okay, it looks a little bit deadly. I'm gonna go back to my my tower over here. Did I run out of power? What put me on the floor? I sure didn't want to be on the floor. Oh man, are these two turrets going to be able to deal with this? Do you really think I'm having a bit of a dark fog patrol? That's kind of crazy. Thankfully, that went okay. I mean, it's still in the middle of going okay, but that went okay. Well, I kind of got overwhelmed a little bit there. The flight went well, the battle went well. Let's get rid of that. And we've got a combustion unit, which means we can finally go and make some missiles. Need to, of course, build that combustion unit first. It's made just out of coal. Okay, that should be super easy. It turns out my most precious resource in this game right now is soil pile. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, so I'm trying to build a construction yard here for something that actually runs off of coal. That has got no fuel down there. Are you not producing enough oil? That's fine. That's fine. That's just a distraction. We're not gonna get distracted. I'm just gonna build a mining machine because it turns out I don't have one. Just gonna make a couple of these burners dual fuel pull across the hydrogen. That sorted that out. Right, didn't want to get distracted. Let's go ahead and put down some mining machines this way round as far over as possible. I'd ideally like to have a couple of them here and then maybe another one here if we can make it happen. Beautiful. Okay, with a steady, healthy coal supply, we should be able to get one of these. I probably don't want it to have all of this this preferences set, and then come through and make the combustion unit. Okay, that's cool. It's literally just turning the coal into that, and then I guess I'm gonna follow down this line here. The grid lines are getting a little bit this close to the North Pole over there, but I guess we're gonna make do. Run this line down just as far. I'm gonna make it exactly the same size situations we have on the other side. I kind of hate waiting for the belts to get made, or to get laid, I suppose. Okay, we can pop that there and drag it all the way down. We're going to need some more assemblers as well, but also we're going to need some more power units there. How many did I have? This many. We'll put that down. Where's my assembly machine? Let's go and have a look at them all. It's been a while since... Oh, man, I just kind of stopped dead there. At some point, we're going to need that, and I'm going to be like, where is the materials? This here, I will take all those assembly machines. Thank you very much. The mall is... maybe could have been laid out better. I think we can all admit that maybe could have been laid out better. There's something going wrong here. I did not do the thing that I'm doing right now, but the reason that I had to do the thing that I'm doing right now is because I used to have a box full of Tesla towers. There we go. Let's pop those over there. Okay, cool. That's now going to feed out. And the spacing wasn't right to have this feed straight onto the belt. I had to empty from the box first and then put that straight on. Of course, that's for the wireless power towers down the bottom end there. Nice, nice. I really should try and keep some Tesla towers in a box because they're quite handy just like normally, but trying to find space or a box is, well, it's not the easiest. Mildly distracted. Let's put down the rest of these. Beautiful. And then, of course, Tesla tower to finish. Great. Combustion units are good. All of this is in aim of getting, let's have a look, missile turret up together. That's what we want, please, if you could. I don't really care about how the turret itself is made. It's nice to see, and we'll probably make a machine to make it. But more importantly, the ammo, the missiles, these are the things that are going to have to be made in big number. An engine, 2 combustion units, a bunch of circuits, and 6 plates. That's 4 different items. Now, I can run 3 separate belts, but then the sorter that's picking up from the furthest side is going to be going for a while. Maybe that's the engines here, as we only need 1 of them per craft. Okay, nice. So I've been looking at the recipe for the missile launcher and the missiles, and the only thing that they have in common is the circuit board and the engine. That is needed for both of them, circuit board and engine. So really, I want that to be running up the middle. Do I have space here? Have I inadvertently left myself enough room? No, I don't. Okay, that's the thing. We could move this over one. That's not going to be a problem. I'm starting to line everything up, think about how everything's going to fit together, and I'm like, where are my combustion units? I have, of course, put all of these on the wrong way round. Every single one. That's the only problem with copying and pasting the design out. You end up with quite a problem when you get it wrong. Actually, it's going to be easier just to wipe all these and copy them back out. Over the top and overreacting? No, that's not me. How do I copy this? I thought it was shift and click. Oh, it's because I'm already in building mode. I see what's happening. I kind of hate that. Every now and then I find myself in the construction mode without realizing it, and it just completely stops whatever it is that I'm trying to do, even when the thing that I'm trying to do is building. Well, I had a zen moment trying to figure out where everything went, and now everything is very nicely just arranged around. I think this is now everything that we need to give us what we want. I've got something. I've got the belts, not the steel. What is this? Let's roll this back. Okay, let's try that bit again. You know, it's just up here. We should be able to get it. In fact, that is very high up. We don't need it to be that high up to begin with. We can bring this right back down to there, and then it should just be able to jump over everything of its own volition. There is a small problem here. I see why. We're too close. It needs a little bit of room to be able to jump up and down, but once it does it, it's more than happy to oblige. Okay, that should be a little bit better. Again, having to wait for the drones to do their thing. I don't think there's anything I can do about that as we stand right now. It's going to be at the top here, right? Like the engine 2, we need to get mecha core level 2 and stuff like that. But anyway, we've been producing missiles over this side. I've got a feeling we're not going to want too many, but I'll set that up like so. And then over here, we'll just take one stack if they're going to make any of these. There we go, missile turrets, beautiful. I'm just gonna sit and wait for a second. In fact, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna sit in the research here and try and figure out what it is I want to do. Like, we've got a blue one here that we could just do, and all it does is gives us a view of all reserves on planetary systems, and like that's fine. We're not going to use it, but it's cool that it's there. I don't know what the battlefield analysis base. We need autonomous battlefield command and the command support system when Icarus is away from the base. Yeah, that base defenses sounds good. We'll grab some of those as well. The semiconductor materials, I don't know what we'd need them for, but you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I was just rearranging the queue to get the semiconductors before the battlefield, and I've found explosive weapon damage and more blueprints, so we're going to go ahead and get them going before the battlefield analysis. And that was cool. Cosmic Exploration 2, we can now see planetary. Let's come. We can now see planetary information. I wonder if I can go over to other planets and have a look. Somehow I must be able to. But what's going on here? What is the hive doing? It appears to be trying to take over other planets. I don't think I'm about that. I don't think I'm about that at all. And I couldn't even see what they had on them. Okay, as the research for the microsilicon components, microcrystalline components, sorry, that shouldn't take me too long to be able to build some stuff. I love this little snake belt that I've got going on here. That's totally amazing. Let's try and jump over both of these, and I should be able to just go in there like that. Great. And then the other part, I believe, was the high purity silicon. Let's make sure I get this right. I keep getting them mixed up with the glass. They both look very similar in my defense. Okay, high purity silicon is one of the high flyers. I'm fine with that. We're going to bring them down, use the splitter, and then jump across all the belts. That should be nice and easy. Okay, that's the bigger and better blueprints, because, you know, I'm making great use of blueprints as it stands. I definitely want to pull these down this way and maybe get more on the belt. Oh man, this research's coming in. Explosive weapon damage has also come in, like a bonus to that. That's good, because I am building a lot of explosive weaponry right there. Look, we're up to 102 already. That's great. I want 1,000 though. Okay, the battlefield analysis base has come in. That's great. We'll figure out what that's doing. In fact, you know what? I'm going to just kind of like build one in the background if I can. So we'll see about that. I can't just make one. I just needed some silicon. It's all right. We can make one of those. But more importantly, where's my copper ingots? Where's my copper ingots? We are running out. We are. Oh man, I'm going to have to go all the way back here. Maybe at some point we're going to have to think about a new copper supply. I mean, to be fair, we've been surviving pretty well on just this tiny little outpost here. So ideally, I'd like to get rid of this copper over here. Let's see if we can make it happen. This stuff on this side, it'd be very good. It'd be great, wouldn't it? To can you stop flying, please? Can you hit the floor? Hit the. No, we just going up. Alt to land. Thank you. Let's do that. I thought I landed just with the double space last time, but okay. Okay, this quick setup is more about just trying to mine all this stuff out as quick as possible so we can free up this space for more construction buildings, more mall type stuff, if you will. But now I need to try and get this ore all the way out here. I don't know whether it's more efficient to transport the ore or the plates. Yeah, I don't know. I assume actually the plates, but I've got a smeltery set up over there, so we're gonna make do with that. I feel like I may have slightly oversold this smelter setup when I'm like, oh, I've got to run the belt all the way around here because I've already got one. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could have done a little bit better, but it seems to be doing okay for now. Ooh, look at the amount of circuits I'm not making. Maybe we need a little dedicated copper farm just for the circuits. Turns out the missiles are expensive. Okay, I'm going to grab myself, 5 looked like a good number. 5 of these missile turrets, and I'm just going to grab whatever missiles we've got here. Is that not how how do I grab all of this? Not like that either. I mean, I grabbed all of the icons, but I didn't transfer like with a shift or whatever. Okay, with a handful of turrets and inventory full of bullets, I think I'm going to start making my way towards this enemy base over there. Oh man, it's a lot closer than I thought it was. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can't. I can't go that way. Okay, I'm going to have to go around this way. Let's. I don't know what's on the floor, but I'll clear that up. It's probably bullets. I'm going to try going this way and see if I can't come down from the North Pole on top of them. That would probably be the way to go forwards here, mostly because I can see that land bridge over there, and land bridges are life. Now I'm wondering whether we want to try and set up a forward outpost somewhere, like here for instance. Let's put down a Gatling turret. I think that sounds pretty good. Fill it full of bullets, and maybe one of these as well, because I've not put one of these down yet. Something like that. I guess I'm only going to want to put a couple of bullets into it. Okay, thank you very much for that low down there. Nothing really interesting, so I'm probably not going to even... hey, do you mind? I'm going to throw down this as well, the battlefield the device, where that should help keep everything nice and safe, I'm hoping. Let's throw some more down. I want like my own charge station down. I want to put more turrets and stuff down, most definitely. That's not turrets, you are turrets though. Let's put you there. It's very valiantly holding on, to be fair. Seems to be doing the job. I wonder how close I can creep with this. Looks to be pretty good, especially with the battlefield machine back there backing me up. Looking very good, in fact. Okay, cool. Can we get another missile launcher down? Do you reckon that will actually do any work? We'll find out shortly. Oh, it looks to be doing a fair amount of work, actually. Okay, that's good. More of the creep. We gotta get going forward. My shield's been penetrated. Okay. Oh no, I was running away. Whew. Okay, so we can either redeploy to the landing point with the initial planet, all items in the inventory would be lost, or we can reassemble. We're going to reassemble. Yes, please. That would be great. Thanks very much. Hopefully, oh man, that really does want to get me. Things look like they're just about working out for me, though. If we could get more down there, that would be cool. That is really, yeah, it's just going to get taken out every time I put them down. I guess will be okay. Let's put more bullets in. Whoa, what is even taking this down? I don't know, and I don't know how I can get in closer or even swarm it. That would be very handy, as if we could swarm this. I think I'm out of turrets. I think I'm actually out of turrets. So how do I like press Z like this? Can I fire at stuff over here? I think that's the case that I can. Oh no, we got to go again. Okay, maybe we're not here. Oh man, look at this. I'm going to reassemble again, but I think maybe we should pull out. I think maybe, yes, now's the time to pull out. I was kind of expecting this to be a little bit easier than it was. Let's pull back to here, clear up the litter. Let's do this. Can I get into more bullets here? That would be cool. More missiles would also work out pretty well. Given it as many missiles as we can. Okay, I've got to stop that one over there being built. That's just not handy. Okay. Can I just sit here and is everything going to work out well for me? I think roughly it is. Do I have the ability to make more turrets? I think that would be very handy. No, I don't right now. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know quite. I don't want to get blown up again. Definitely seem to be right on the edge of what's like helpful here. I don't know if we can actually take anything out this way. It feels a little bit hit and miss, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. Can we click that and then maybe, oh no, my inventory is over here. Oh, I don't have any more missiles, do I? Okay, that's somewhat annoying. Okay, it's taking a while, but my missile launcher does look like it's actually doing some work here. So I'm just gonna sit and be chill for a moment. Can I take a few out of here? Not many, but just, you know, a few, and then put some more over here. And then that should also help us like whittle it down a bit more. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's very cool. 34 in here. What happened to the others that I had just lying around? Huh? It's 100. Let's go. Just slowly gonna spread my my missile launchers out here. Hopefully that will be a winner for us. Looks like maybe we're taking down the majority of the stuff here. I see the spire is having a little bit of a... Let's see if we can't pick a few of these up, like you in particular. The spire seems to be taking some damage. Where's my turret? Here's my turret. I want to put you on this side if I can. Can I get you much closer? Okay, that's good. That's good. I've got loads of bullets. That's why I want this here. Okay, how's this gonna go? Bam! We got something. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm not sure if that's the thing that's gonna kill me if I carry on getting closer to it. I really don't want to test it and find out. Okay, the missile launch is actually just doing the work here. I'm quite happy just to kind of leave them to do it, to be honest. It definitely seems to be doing exactly what we want. And I feel like maybe... No, look at it back there. It's aiming at me. It's aiming. Could we just get a little closer, please? Yeah, like that. Okay, that's fine. It is doing what it needs to do. Is it, though? Let's creep. Let's creep when all else fails. Something keeps coming towards us, but it's something that... let's clear you out and then put you... why can't I see the missiles? Here they are. And then hopefully that will just finish them off for me. Let's do it. Let's go. All right, yeah, perfect. And we've conquered this place. Wonderful. I am unstoppable no matter what Dark Fog does. Okay, so I'm being told that I can cover this up with soil piles. In fact, I don't have enough. Soil piles insufficient. I need 100,000 soil piles. I don't think there's enough soil piles on this planet to do that. But they will keep trying to make their base. Let's try and move away from here. And as this gets taken down, bam, I get more soil piles in the corner there. 3,000 for that. So I need to make sure we don't... Hello, there's a thing up there. I need to make sure that we don't run out of bullets over here. That's the big thing now. Okay. Can I deselect the relay station? Thank you. Did I actually put this right on top of an oil seep? Hold on now. No. Where are you, buddy? Let's restore veins. Let's see what happens if we do this. No. It's actually missing. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I see. I've just spent the past couple of moments trying to figure out. So I was putting down a storage base here. I was filling it up with bullets. Let's grab all of those and put them there. And then I was like, okay, and now I try and shift these over this way. And it just wasn't doing it for me. I was like, why can I not move this? What is the problem? But it turns out I need to run a belt inside and then run this to the belt. And then that just feeds into the side. Okay, that's cool. I can work with that. Maybe we'll do the same on this side as well. And then at some point, I'll end up running an actual belt from the actual bullet factory out here. But until such times, this will do. Oh, look, there's the missile input as well. Okay, cool. Okay, now, what was I doing? Expanding the factory. Of course, every time that we are asking what it is that we're doing, of course, the actual answer is expanding the factory. And I want to expand along this particular line down here. Where are we? We could get this for the starters. I think I'm going to just queue that up and let that burn through because that's going to happen very, very quickly. It's like a productivity boost. I think I'm okay with that. We'll keep hold of that, figure that out. But what I want to do right now is the basic chemical engineering. We've got a chemical plant there. We can make ourselves some plastics and some sulfuric acid. Sounds pretty good. And then we can lead on to that and to the applied semiconductors. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's in-queue that one and in-queue that one. That gives us a whole bunch of stuff that we need to work on though, and I've got to say the first thing that I think I want to work on is actually this area here. I don't like that this kind of comes up and butts up against this. I don't like that we've not made it nice and tileable. I think I'm actually going to do the extreme measure and just nuke the lot. We're going to go ahead and do something very different. Well, no, it's going to be the exact same plan, just, you know, not in terrible placement, not blocking the coal veins, you know. That's actually kind of funny. It turns out that if you disconnect the main source of fuel for one of your big burner units, one of your big generator stacks over there, then you start running out of power. Who could have predicted such a thing? I mean, this is why we build things and then like build the replacements and then do a switch over rather than just, you know, going at it full hog. Oh man, are we going to be able to like bootstrap this back up? Is there even enough power to get this running? Okay, I think we can do something fairly drastic here. I'm going to delete this one and you over there and you. That should now put us on a completely separate power system. Okay, that should be good. Oh, this one is still too good. Okay, let's get rid of that as well, and then we'll hook this up. Now this is now complaining that it doesn't have any power whatsoever. Let's build. Oh, I can only build one of these. That's going to be a little awkward. I also don't have room. Let's just start deleting stuff. We only had 11 wind turbines in the machine, but hopefully this is enough to get just a little bit of life cranking out of the refineries over there. That's literally all we need, and then we should be able to get enough going to sustain ourselves again. I really can't believe I did. Well, no, like I 100% can believe I did that. And it turns out that no, there's nothing turning on. What is actually going wrong here? I may have put these on the wrong way around. How do I keep doing this? Okay, instantly the machine roars into life. Everything is being processed. Need to figure out where things are routing to, of course. Let's get rid of that and that as well. And then let's bring you. You're on this line, okay. You come down one, we jump over everything, and we just connect to that. Is that going to be fine? Is that a valid path for us to follow here? I'm sure hoping so. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That looks like that's going to go well. I think now might be the point that we reconnect the grids, because I am a little bit worried that our defenses over at the Dark Fog base are not currently live, and that would be a problem over here. Yeah, like that. I was a little bit worried that this would have happened. Thankfully, I have left a bunch of stuff there, but I think I should probably go grab some missiles. Want to carry on making sure there's enough oil to get. Let's go grab some missiles and go make a delivery. Okay, I just got the notification that the base was destroyed. That's pretty good. Let's also... I think I need to just fill up with bullets. fragile power system out this way. Really need to make sure that's not a thing that can fall apart again. Let's land down here. Hello, how's it going? Let's throw a whole bunch of bullets in there. I don't think we really need to worry about it too much. There we go, that's the button combination. It's all just a little bit different from what I expect here. And do we have enough to just go around and top these up, or do we want to put down a depot? I think maybe just the topping up. Oh, I'm here to watch a little bit of combat go down. It's trying to rebuild itself, but I feel like, yeah, that's great. That's exactly what we want. I do have an excess of missiles, so I'm going to throw this down here and just throw the load of those in there. I'm sure really I should distribute it out amongst the two of them. And actually, I've got enough conveyor on me that I will. I'm going to load this up like so. And yeah, I can run a conveyor belt over there. I don't know if this now means that all my missiles are just going to end up on the belt, but you know, that's a good place for them. They're at least going to get used. Are all my drones off doing other things? Maybe. Oh, other drones were going to do that. Fair enough. Okay, and that's the backlog I want to see. I think the defenses are much nicer now. Just need to make sure the power can't drop out again. So what was all that about? Literally all I've done is turned it sort of 90 degrees, the whole refining plant over here, turned it 90 degrees and extended it on one. There is room to extend a lot more as well, and up here by the North Pole, because of the coordinate choice they've made, everything's getting quite tight. There's going to be very small buildings by the time we get up this end. I'd like to see how they're dealing with that, but during that time, all of the research that we had has come in. The one I'm particularly interested in is the chemical plant. I feel like we should make a machine to make the machine. So 4-item crafts can be a little bit of a pain to get done, but I'm not afraid of spaghetti, and so I've gone and served up a fresh old dish here. Let's go with one of those, and one of these back here. That's beautiful. Let's put down a storage depot. I would love if I could actually use the one storage depot for 2 machines, but I've never been able to do it yet. I can see me ending up moving a lot of these Bernie boys at some point. Maybe some point very soon, because I might want to develop this area here, because I've got the new thing. It is here. Let's go this way round, looking at where the inputs are. Slam that down. Oh, thank you. It's going to give me a little thing up here. You've built the first chemical plant, taking home-based development to a new era. I mean, yeah, kind of. New era of smog, right? I was kind of expecting the dude to start yammering on at me, but it turns out no. Okay, so I think I'm after these plastics first. So I need... Oh, look, it needs some of those graphene pellets. What about this stuff over here? Thank you. I'm going to have to turn that alert off. I don't know how, but I'm going to have to figure it out. And the sulfuric acid needs oil, water, and rock. This is actually pretty complex. Both of those recipes use this stuff that I'm overflowing with, though, so that's pretty good. All right, well, one of them wanted graphene pellets, and there's this whole coal fixture right here, so I think I might take advantage of it. I did just make it free for it. I don't know how I let it get so bad. I just wanted some mining machines, and then I had to move stuff around, and of course we'd just done everything with the chemical plants, and that had to come out, and I needed to get something from all the way over the other side, and before I knew it, I'd made this big old mess of spaghetti. I'm not even sure if this is fit for human consumption. So the coal comes along, it gets put into the smelters, we make the graphite tubes, whatever they actually are, and now we need to kind of steal a bit of the liquids off of here. I'm noticing that we've not... Oh, it's actually, we're getting a bit of a backlog of hydrogen now rather than the oil. I suppose that's fine. If I cut this off for a second, I'm fairly sure it will switch around. But I want to be able to split off of this line. I don't want to completely... Oh, thank you. I don't want to completely drain this place of all its oily goodness, but I do actually need these for some other things. Now, I was thinking that I was going to put the chemical plants here, but I've been sat and I've been thinking about it. I know in the future that I want to make these magnetic levitation devices so that I can then upgrade my belts and all that's over there. So I want to save this spot here for that area. What is wrong with you? Do you not have power? You got a small problem going on here. Can we put you here? Does that sort out the issue, or is that just still also a bit of an issue? Yeah, okay, there we go. We fixed the factory. Look at that, beautiful. So I don't want to build the factory over here, is what I'm saying. I think we're going to go over this way, and then all the plastics and everything that we make over here can end up going on the belt through those methods. We're really getting to the point where we can see the curve of their coordinate system. This is a straight line, would you believe? Okay, I think the first thing I'm going to do is click on this and reverse the path of all these. Then we can get our graphite coming this way. That should be nice and tasty for us. Oh, look, there's another one that doesn't have power. I'm going to fix that one with a Tesla tower. Okay, chemical plant. Let's slap down a little concrete base for it right here like that. Come back out. I don't know whether we want to put the chemical plants sort of with a path down the middle, or do we want to put them back to back like this? I feel like that might be a little too close. Let's just start with one down the middle, and we'll see what we can do with that. Like there, is that what we want? And then maybe we can just copy them out like this. Is not the most high density of buildings, but I suppose that's fine. Let's start with the far side, then maybe we could actually copy out this plan, well, mirror it out anyway, whatever this plan actually ends up being. Oh, it makes all gloopy noises. Okay, that's cool. I decided, as always, that probably the best way to do this is just to work on one, and then when we copy out everything... Oh, it's got 4 slots. I did not know. When we copy out everything, we just press and hold, right? And that should work for us. That's kind of annoyingly in the way. Let's move that one and maybe see if we can do it from here. Okay, like this, and does it copy out? Well, it does. I've got to wait for these few bits of belt to be made before I slam it down, but there we go. All right, small chemical factory making white boxes of plastic. Beautiful. Okay, that's the plastic. If anything, that's the easy one. Graphite and copper. Sorry, not copper, oil. I know the materials I'm working with here, but the sulfuric acid... This might be a different matter. Oil, stone, and water. I don't even have a water pump. Can I make one? I can't. Okay, I've got a water pump. Do I just need to... Water pump, there. Does it need to be actually in liquid? Foundation, record liquid? There we go. Okay, I see. How do we keep a little bit of water around? Obviously right here. I can't think of anywhere better to go other than the area that I'm very likely to want to expand into when I want more oil, which will be quite soon, probably. Yes, a cube of water on a conveyor belt. Beautiful. Okay, same deal, but this time sulfuric acid. I've not really thought hard about where we're going to get the stone from. There is a bunch of stone over there. I doubt it's going to be everything we need, though. I'm going to need to move this up here. Will that connect like that? Will that do what I need it to do? It does. Beautiful. So let's get rid of this and just build a little mining facility. Okay, with the way I've set up the belts, I've made sure to prioritize all these ones down the bottom here because my main belt seems to have bloated somewhat. It's got quite wide. There's a bunch of buildings on it and stuff like that. So we're gonna have trouble here. So if we can make sure that we get through these rocks as fast as possible, that would also be incredibly helpful. But did I mention that it takes quite a while for your robots to build belts? Yeah. Ooh, copper node has been depleted. Well, I finally managed to get my way up to the chemical plant here with my water, oil, and stone. Let's throw all of these in. We are actually set up and ready to go. Beautiful. I was just making sure that everything was good. 1, 2, 3. There's one input left for whatever one is suffering. I bet I can't come in down here, can I? We're going to have to move this. This is going to be a challenge to power, that's for sure. But, you know, we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. And there's our first sulfuric acid. From here, many more can be built. So I made 4 for now. That's pretty good. That's how many extra are we? I think we need. Like, let's be honest. I'm gonna need more fairly quickly, and we'll just mirror it out on this side. But until then, we've been bringing the sulfuric acid, these weird yellow blobs of liquid. Wow, cubes of liquid. It seems to be the way of this game. And we feed them into some more chemical plants to make the applied semiconductor research graphene that we had over here. What's the graphene for? Actually, honestly, I don't know. Let me know, because we are at the end of the episode, and I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. Today we managed to get our way through chemical engineering. We destroyed the base across the way. We've marveled at planets in front of us, and I will see you next time when we're going to move on to the red cubes, because this game, it loves its cubes. But I'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye.